Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, as requested in the comments by Thomas, I'm going to throw it down here. Thank you, Thomas, for the interaction. We are going to be discussing the story of Al Simmons, the main character in the Image Comics series Spawn. Guys, if you've never heard of Spawn, you're either too young to know, which is understandable, or you've been living under a rock, and if it's the latter, I may pull your nerd card. Spawn is a series that was created by Todd McFarlane and his independently started comic company, Image Comics. There's a lot to unpack in just that seemingly innocent sentence. But we're not here to talk about that, Image Comics, or Todd McFarlane. We're not even going to be talking about Spawn's badass powers and all the people who became Spawn. We, as I said, are going to be talking about the man who started it, the badass king of hell, Al Simmons. Don't forget to sub. And now, let's get into it. What if all your life you trained and honed yourself to be a deadly weapon? For Al Simmons, a top tier government assassin, this was his life. He was the best of the best, a ghost in the shadows, and his loyalty to his country was absolute. But his devotion had a critical flaw. His heart belonged only to one person, his wife, Wanda Blake. That single human weakness would be his undoing. The man he trusted most, his superior, Jason Wynn, was a spider spinning a web of global crime, and he orchestrated Al's demise in a brutal act of betrayal. Al was burned alive by his own friend. For a life of sin, a soul is sent to hell. But Al Simmons' torment was just beginning. In the infernal dimensions, the throne of damnation is not held by one. The comic's lore reveals three cosmic rulers of hell: Satan, the ultimate force of evil; Mammon, the master manipulator; and then there is the one who would ensnare Al Simmons, Malboja. Malboja saw a soldier, a warrior, and a pawn. He offered a deal: become a Hellspawn, a general in his army, and Al could return to Earth to see Wanda. Desperate and in hell, Al agreed. The terms of the deal were horrific. Al returned to Earth 5 years later, but not as a man. His body was a decaying, disfigured corpse, sustained by a green magical energy called necroplasm. Wanda had moved on. She was married to his best friend, Terry Fitzgerald, and had a daughter. Spawn was a monster, a ghost in a strange new world, and he was no longer a man. He was a creature with a living, symbiotic suit from hell. Caught between heaven and hell, Spawn was a warrior without a cause, until he found one, but first he had to survive. His earliest battles were against two main foes: the Violator, a demonic field general sent to Earth to guide Spawn. Violator took the form of a twisted clown, tormenting him with his cruel psychological games. Their clashes were not just physical, they were a battle for Spawn's soul, with the clown trying to drag him down to a darker, more demonic path. Angela, a beautiful but merciless angelic bounty hunter. Their rivalry was epic, a clash of divine light versus infernal darkness. Yet, in their protracted conflicts, a strange respect formed, hinting at a connection that would eventually defy the cosmic war itself. Spawn also relentlessly pursued Jason Wynn, his mortal enemy. These encounters were raw and personal, driven by a thirst for vengeance. Spawn then meets a new ally, an old, seemingly homeless man, Cagliostro. He was a former Hellspawn himself and a reluctant mentor who taught Spawn a vital lesson that his power was finite. Every use of the necroplasm brought him one step closer to returning to Malbolgia's control. With the knowledge he gained from his mentor, Spawn's mission shifted from vengeance to freedom. He had to break his chains to Malbolgia and become his own man. This all led to an epic climax of the first 100 issues, a final showdown in a fiery hellscape. In a grand, universe altering event, Spawn confronted his master, Malbolgia. This wasn't just a battle of strength, it was a battle for his very existence. Using all the power he had saved in a surge of newfound defiance, Spawn defeated Malbolgia. In doing so, he shattered his contract and became a free agent, a warrior of his own will and a cosmic force to be reckoned with. This was the story of Al Simmons for the first 100 issues. They weren't just about a soldier's betrayal. They are about a soul's struggle for redemption and its victory over the forces of damnation. All right, guys, that's going to do it today for our video on Al Simmons, the first 100 issues of Spawn. If you would like to see a continuation of this video, a part 2, or want to see more Spawn stuff, just leave a comment and let me know, and we will cover that. But as always, I want to thank you very much for watching, and leave a sub if you got time, and I will catch you next time.